Hello students. In the previous class, I have discussed the concept of chapter 9 as this chapter has removed by the CBSE because this year they have removed 30% of the syllabus. That is the chapter 9 they have removed. So I have explained only the conception of that chapter. Today I am going to start chapter 10, and this chapter is very easy, and already you got about this chapter, means you got some conception about this chapter already. That is, all of you know and all of you familiar with this word circle. Okay, so circle, so all of you know circle. I think no need to give example of circular things. Okay, so some examples, like you can see wheels of a car, then especially girls are wearing bengal, that is a circular shape, and like this so many examples are there, you may find out. So now today, first of all, I want to explain how you can draw a circle. See, suppose, this is a circle. In general, we can draw a circle with radius using our compass. Yes or no? So, after drawing a circle, first of all, we have to know a circle divides the plane in how many parts? See, in this figure, suppose this is a circle and this is exterior portion and this is interior portion. Which part is called circle? Don't think that this boundary including interior portion is called circle. It is not a circle. Only this one, only this called circle, and this is interior, and this outside is called exterior. That means a circle divides the plane on which it lies into how many parts? Into 3 parts. Clear? Now, what is circle? The collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane is called a circle. Say example, you can see this one. I have not used compass. There is a little bend you can see here, but this is circle. Just see. I hope all of you understood. Assume that this is a circle. Then this, see, the collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point. I mean, these are the points or not? This boundary. Yes. Then according to this statement, which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point. Fixed point, suppose this is the fixed point O. From here, if you see the distance, this side, these are all distance are what? Same. If you get like this shape, that is called circle. Clear? Now, here the fixed point is called the center. This is called what? Center of the circle. And the fixed distance is called this distance from center to the circle. This distance is called what? Radius. Suppose here OP is radius, or if you give Q this one, this point, then OQ is also radius. I mean, this fixed distance is what? Radius. Okay. Next, in a circle, if you draw a line segment, this one PQ, this line segment, which both the ends what? Lie on the circle. It means the chord which passes through the both the points lie on the circle. Then PQ is a chord. P is called what? Chord. The chord which passes through the center of the circle is called diameter of the circle. Suppose you are having this circle. This is center. If you draw a line segment passes through the center, this is also a chord. because both the ends lie on the circle. Yes or no? Then this is called diameter. And if you draw here some chords like this one chord, this one, yes or no, you can see this. Both the ends should be touched on the circle. Then you can see this diameter will be the longest chord. That means we can say diameter is equal to longest chord. Yes or no? Okay. So understood all of you what is chord? Now arc. Arc. A piece of a circle between 2 points is called an arc. Suppose P and Q are 2 points. P and Q are 2 points. Yes? See, this definition, the definition of chord you can give like this also. Suppose you have taken P 2 points in a circle. On a circle, sorry. See, suppose this is a circle. On the circle you are taking 2 points. Suppose this is P and this is Q, or A, B you can take. If you join, this become a chord. This is the exact definition of chord. Clear? Now, what we are discussing arc. Suppose this P and Q are points. This P and Q, a piece of a circle. Then if you cut this part, then this part is called what? This part is called from this end, this part is called arc of the circle. And here you can see this PQ is the minor arc because this part is left. This is what? Bigger than this arc. That is this part is called major arc. Then PQ is minor arc. Okay. That things again about minor and major arc. Here, if you cut this one extra, this one PQ, this called minor arc, and suppose that this PQ and this one R, this all, suppose R is the another point on the circle, then PRQ, this is the called PRQ. This is a symbol of arc. Okay, you have to give on the top PRQ like that. This is major arc. Clear? When P and Q are ends of a diameter, then both the arcs are equal and each is called a semicircle. Suppose you are having this one, this point P, this point Q. Okay, and this PQ is diameter, longest chord, that means. Then this arc PQ, and this side also, so if you take any point, it will be R, M, anything you can take, or if you do not do, no problem. This side PQ and this arc PQ and this arc PQ, they are what? Equal. Why? Because both arcs, P and Q are ends of the diameter. That is why you can write arc PQ is equal to arc PQ. So then this arc is called what? Semicircle, or half of a circle also you can say. Now circumference. See, so what are the things we learned? Major arc and minor arc. Now circumference. The length of the complete circle is called its circumference. Length. Suppose the length of this boundary, if you start from here, then this whole up to this, the length, the total length is called circumference, or you can find out by using this formula, 2 pi r. Segment. The region between a chord and either of its arc is called a segment of the circle. You can see here the region between a chord. This is the chord, and this is the region between this chord or not. And either of its arc. Either of its arc means you can see after getting this chord, you are having this side. This is minor arc and this one is major arc. Yes or no? That is why either of this. They said that either of its arc. That means you can say that this chord and this arc, the region between these two parts, this is also segment, and this is also region between the arc and chord. This is also segment, and this is minor segment, and this is major segment. Clear? Sector. The region between an arc and the two radii joining the center to end points of arc is called a sector. See, suppose here this O is the center, then OP will be the radius, and OQ is also radius. These two radii. Then this is called I have written minor sector. Okay, minor sector. Maybe it is not clear, but it is minor sector. Okay, then you can see the opposite way that these two radii and this is the arc, and this is also called what? Major sector. In this case, this is minor sector, this is called major sector. Clear? See, maybe what are the things I explained today? Some of the things already you know. So what you know? Okay, if what are the things you have learned today? These are very, very important. Don't take it lightly, because this is the full concept of circle. You have to know all the parts of this circle. Which one segment, which one circumference. You have to recognize by looking at circle easily which parts are called circumference, which parts are called segment, which is called as this one a sector, chord. You have to recognize easily. Okay, so I hope all of you understood this all the important terms. In case any confusion related to these topics, please get back to me. Feel free to ask me anything regarding these topics. Okay, so in the next class I will start some theorems. Means I will teach you some theorems. Those are especially given in your textbook. Okay, so for today I've given this concept only. So as your homework, please try to solve exercise 10.1. Maybe you are thinking that I have given a full exercise 10.1. So don't worry, because in exercise 10.1 you can find some filling the blanks and true and false. All the questions those are given in exercise 10.1, all questions you can solve if you understand this concept, because all questions are depend on this concept only. So exercise 10.1, there are two questions, question number 1 and question number 2. Question number 1 have some sub questions like 1, 2, 3. Question number 2 also has. So all the question is solved and submit in the evening. Thank you.